Great and beautiful morning, afternoon, and evening to you all, wherever you are joining me at this moment. Welcome to 284 edition of Investdata Trading Academy Live with Ambrose. I will tell you that the market across the globe is on a misdirection again today after the positive news of a pause in Fed decision to hike rate. That means they've left their interest rate unchanged. But I will tell you, because of the statement of the chairman of Fed, that it's just a pause that in two they want to watch for now, for July, and not to see even for this month and July, to see where inflation will be going. That has not sent a good sentiment, a good signal to investors in that domain. And not only that, across the globe, market that were positive when the news of the rate pause hit the market. I will tell you now, as to speak now, that the thing has changed already. Market is at a misdirection. But if you look at what is happening in US today, the market the market is already missed as a result of that reaction. As also look at what is happening in the EU market. In EU, because of the expected the same is it going to be a trajectory of what they saw with with Fed. Is that what the European Central Bank going to follow, or no, they're going to hike rate? You can see these are the factors. Because yesterday was for the for the US Central Bank. Today the EU are also looking at to see what will come from that direction, and that is why that market also, as to speak now, is still also missed, also looking a bit weak because of what? Because of the decision where the market will be going at this hour. That's why you see investors are balancing all these things. That's why that when there are yet to be fundamental news that will stand to support the market, any sentiment, news or reaction to or psychology perception of the market will continue to oscillate. Yes, when they had the news yesterday, there was a positive response, but after the chairman has spoken, concerning the pause and also the likely what to follow after the pause until they see inflation trying to making a good decline. But that was also put the market in just a shaky manner, or just in a suspecting mode that yes, if rate hike come back again, what will happen? But for me, it's a good thing that after 10 consecutive meeting of hike, where they are pausing it for now, it's a good sign. But because of the European Central Bank meeting also, likely, today they are meeting whether they're going to hike by 25% basic point, or they're going to also follow the trend of what they saw, with Fed. These are the things that are also shaking the market as we speak now. But because also that China has successfully cut rate, which we know yesterday, that has helped the Asia market to kind of being in green as to speak now. That's why a few of them are there in that market, in that region, on that zone are in red. Majority of stock there are what are in green. It's a good sign that because they are in green, this tells you that people are taking position already, because they see that the rate cut in China is going to boost the economy recovery, and that's why people are looking at this rate cut will impact that region performance, because we expect that rate cut will have access, will kind of provide a cheaper fund for them in that domain. These are what is kind of pushing the market around the globe as we speak. As an investor or trader, you won't be carried away with all this sentiment on oscillation in the market, because the oscillation creates opportunity for you and I to also to make money in the market. And that is why you need to know how to take advantage of this sentiment, because so that you won't be either trapped in any market or in any position you are taking. And at the same time, when you are trading with your plan, you are trading your plan, this kind of scenario, you won't be kind of trapped in it, because you have set your target, and when your target is achieved, you don't need to procrastinate or kind of drag feet. You take action by what? By pulling out your profit. But I believe that until we have a clear direction, even on the global scene, and also down here in Nigeria, in African market, we know that yes, it's also mixed. But Nigeria was seeing a kind of a little correction this morning after the market have rallied for a short the last two trading days, that we've seen a sharp move and a improved sentiment as a result of events happening supporting the market sentiment. We saw the removal of the shake up in central bank head. We saw how needs to happen there. That one open, and also the government trying to put or to bring what the policy statement they made into action that also supported the market. That confidence is coming that yes, this government has policy that will support the economy, that also support. You can't separate the economy from the capital market. That is why we are seeing down here in our market, we saw this sentiment, positive sentiment, and strong momentum on Tuesday and Wednesday. Today, we are seeing that pullback because we saw that the unification of the exchange rate and also a free float of this exchange rate will how it's going to impact the market positively and going to impact the economy negatively. As investors are going to weigh all this, that was then as more guideline, as I said before, and more implementation and action come from the government, we are seeing on board. We are sure that from the statement of the government, policy statement of the government, we are seeing where they are going already, and they're already putting action to their talk, which is also good for me. These are the things we need on board. Any pullback here is just a correction that will add the market to gather a more strength, or to go up, further, trying to hit the all-time high of 2020, 2008. If that is what we are doing, I believe that the policy of the government will support the market, and achieving it won't be a serious task because we've already seen the pattern the market is going. If this trend is continuing, but you as a trader investor, don't allow yourself to be trapped in this kind of bull rally, because you should know exactly what to do. And those in this class yesterday, you know what we discussed, and we saw how the market closed. I believe that by that yesterday, I told you some stuff that was supposed to profit, but now we're seeing that most of the stuff that even have make an up move this morning, most of them are slowing down because of what investors or traders trying to pull out what they have made in this to see more of what government policy implementation, guideline, agendas, and all those stuff, and how also going to reform. Don't forget that it's a new government I just coming up. As they make policy, they're going to kind of fine tune it. Changes will come, and all that. For you, me, we have to be very careful. And also, because of the free float for here down here in Nigeria, we expect that this will attract foreign investment into our market. Both direct investment, those possible investors will come. But you, as a trader here at the market, you need to change your strategy, which I gave an hint yesterday in our class and also on the platform that you need to, because once you see the foreign investor coming, it will distort the flow we have seen, kind of stability we have seen from 2020 till this time. Because once they come, they will also be interpreting this policy that they are coming, and as they come in, you can see that they will act fast. And because they are smart money institutional investors, when they come, you see how you can see that just the statement alone from 30th of May, you can see how the market has been. It has the market has been in up direction, and that means they are already here. They are gradually coming back to Nigeria. Also, those that are not in position, some are also because of the free float of the exchange, you might like to come. And don't forget that when they come, our market becomes cheaper for them. And for you and I, any statement again, the way they came, they want to sell now. And they said that market also because their funds, the one that is pushing the market. But before was so that the fund of our institutional investor, high net investor, retail investor have supported the market gradually. We're seeing, but now that we're seeing inflow gradually that will start coming with these policies, and also with the president of this government getting it right and see where they are going. I believe that we also change our strategy. These are part of what we're going to discuss in the class that are coming on the 1st of July. So I believe that we'll have more to discuss so that you, as the participant, will not only just come and learn, you will just have confidence to trade the market, also what to do at the right time, and also stuff that you take position ahead of 90 days, in the third quarter. Again, I believe that this will guide us to coming into the new quarter, third quarter of the year. But back to the international market as we're discussing. But I believe that investors across the globe should not panic at all, because I believe that even the hawkish outlook of the Fed, it's still very okay. But since they've stopped at all, they paused at all, it shows that for those also they're going to continue to pause. If inflation will go the way expected, that inflation will continue to ease, and that will be a plus. Like I said earlier, that the market is still across the globe, but we see that Asia market is trying to stay up in a little in green because of what market trying to weigh in also the impact of where the rate cut that China has done recently on the economy. For me, there's no cause for alarm at all. All we do as investors that we should take advantage of all this oscillation to make money, and also know when to take profit at the right time and leave the market when the operation is high. Don't wait to be a dumping ground for the smart investor, because they are the ones that push the market up. As they push the market up, they also make profit. And when they start selling, I think the market will also coming down. You as a retail investor that are in this class or professional, you should also understand how to go with the market. That's why you must not look away from your chart, no matter how busy you are. Even at the end of the day, those that have the chart, go back and see how the market has performed. Look at your stock, trade your plan. It's very, very the time to trade your plan. don't follow what Mr. If you know why you bought the stock, the reason that attracted you are still there. You have your buy rate, you have your stop loss, you have your target. Those things, once you meet them, just take action. Don't procrastinate at all. This is what we want to make clear, in this class, so that at the end of the day, we'll all be at at a good page to see what is happening in the market, and also it will be good for us to take the right decision at the right time. As I speak now, oil price continue to stabilize, open up positively this morning because of the news of Fed also Boston World, kind of leaving the interest rate unchanged in the last meeting. That is part of what is also impacting the oil market this one. And we feel that this oscillation will continue, but as good as oil is trading, below $80, if we continue, we're seeing interest rates coming down, and the war in Russia and Ukraine starts coming down, and also since the Russia have said they are ready also for peace, but let the West reduce their supply of ammunition. We feel that if peace comes, the relatively things will start coming back again. And I believe that no leader will want to go into war because we don't know who eventually lose or gain. I believe that that's why you see the Western world are being careful so that no one will do mistake to kind of aggravate or kind of for kind of heat up the war that's going on. I believe that the way they are going to manage, let them manage it and let peace reign. Once peace reign, we expect that peace also to continue, all over the world, and the economy will start recovering again globally, which different economy of the world will also have the way of benefit, because what is happening in Ukraine today is also having negative impact in different economies, especially those that import different things to their economy, and also those that also sell. That means we need a peaceful atmosphere for the economy to thrive, which this world should come and end. But if we come down here to our market, I believe that what I've said earlier as regarding a positive sentiment for the market will continue. But because what we're seeing in the market is more of sentiment perception, we have not seen real fundamental backing it up. I believe that the market will correct, but as far as the Q2 number is not far fetched around the corner here, when these Q2 numbers start coming, we're going to give a clear direction where this company are, because the more this company's price go up, the low their dividend yield become. It becomes, some people will not be looking at equity, looking at elsewhere. But because also we want to take this equity market to edge against inflation, that's why all eyes are really on what reform that was just seen starting in the central bank. One, we have seen the increase of exchange rate to flow the exchange rate at market forces, demand and supply. Also, all eyes what we're going to see on inflation, as we expect inflation data to see today. Interest in the next FPC meeting, MPI is going to be left for change, as we've seen in a mature economy. Also, the outcome of ECB meeting again also will give a clear direction, because I believe that they have their own environment, but ours is different. That's why we need another model, and that's why the new government have said they want to reform, because they know that what is happening in those mature economies might not be the same thing, but because we are patterning our monetary policy and what they are doing, it does not favor our economy. Now we want to see what the new leadership of the MPC meeting, which is the acting governor, and also the team going to come out with at the next MPC meeting. That will also signal where we are going. But I believe that investors that are smart, if you want to take position, our advice, just hold on. But for those that want to take profit, good, can take your profit now. You can see that today we have pushed a lot of our stocks, in the stocks that that mature, that hit the target in the master class, those that hit target in the buy and sell signal platform, all that hit target. This is time to take profit, and also wait hold cash to see market pull back and enter. And I believe that that is how to invest. We don't continue to see the market to going up there. No, already if you buy at that peak, you will be booked there. But if you take profit, it comes down by market will not come. But good thing that we see market at the region of 60,000 mark, 59,800, 900. For me, it's a good news for the market. The market has tested above 60,000, almost 500 or 480 today. This morning, before pulling back, you can see that the market is beginning another another kind of pattern at the same time, another trading environment entirely, that you and I also need to change our strategy. As I've said earlier, we don't need to continue to do one thing. I would think that give us, because as the market, the environment is changing, you need to change your strategy, because if you invest the way you invested when you have the institutional investor, local player dominating the market, it's different from when you see foreign investor coming, because of this free float of our exchange rate, which is going to attract investment to the economy. But I will tell you, at the short term, I believe that it's also going to cause inflation, and at the same time going to hit up the manufacturing sector, and there's a level they can increase their price. when you increase the price for people that produce the consumable goods, the buyers, if they are not able to purchase, that goods remain on the shelf. That's why, as an investor, you need to look at where are we going, and also which company has some positive information that is underway that will likely to put their price up, because market is already at the peak now. We're about to see the market correction. That means if you are taking decision to buy stock now, you must have reasons why you are buying those stock and what to put the price further if you are entering at this point, because market has really rallied since the 30th of May. Despite that, we saw a kind of illusion phase. When we come to the chart, we'll be looking at that together. But that is what is happening in the market right now. We don't need to panic at all. And when people were calling yesterday, even this morning, people were calling, they say this market is not a buy market, as to speak. Only few stocks in the market have one reason why you should buy them. But for general market, especially the blue chip companies and the highly priced stocks, especially the banking stocks, the focus has rallied to a level that you do have to play with caution until you see additional information that will guide to you on what to do in that regard. That's why for smart investors like you and I that are in this platform, there's when to be in the market, there's when also to exit. Selling, the profit taking is part and parcel of the market anytime, any day, in any market environment. For that, when you are taking profit, don't feel that you are doing something wrong, others are making profit. No, it's part of the market. And also, you need to have a goal that will guide you to do that, buy and sell, do it with enough good confidence that you are not panicking because you are hit your target. When others are making money, don't panic because you have achieved your own goal. Yes, at this hour, as we speak now, the market is doing, it has pulled back to trade around the 59,500 and 505.115. Market is down by 479.1.35 basic point, representing as we speak now 0.87 as we speak. That's almost like 0.9 as we speak. That market is now in the red. And if you look at also the market red is slightly in a positive one, slightly in green in terms of decline, and the advanced line now slightly in green because we're having 36 gainers against just 34 losers as we speak. Just less than just two stock different. You can see that now people are taking profit compared to where we're having almost 70, 60, 45 gainers against 11 and 12. This is that market is also going into what a correction mode, which also will guide you as an investor to know what to do at this time. But we want to look at the five top losers at this moment. We are seeing that MC Nico is leading the pack, followed by International Brewing. You can see Africa Prudential, ROT Briscoe, and also Tantalizer. These are the top five losers right now. We have others, like I told you earlier, they're about 34, 35 as we speak now. But on the gainer start, we're seeing also MRS Oil leading the pack with a 10% gain, followed by Transport Hotel. You can see Total Energy also bouncing back there, and E-Transat also on the gainer start, followed by Northern Nigeria Flour Mill. This company have delayed their results. It's supposed to be out before now. We'll try to see their result before the end of June. Both Flour Mill and other match account reader. Apart from the Airtel that have released match account, most of the company that year end are yet to do their what audited account. I believe that 30th of June will be the last day for them officially. If they want to pay fine, but for them to release, for them the season they've given to exchange, or ideally going by the rule for their processing requirement, all before what 30th of June, you should see all these match accounts to hit the market. This is the position of the market. Quickly look at the volume. As we speak now, volume, we're seeing that the UBA is still in the volume. Can see this is start at almost like 12 naira, 80 kobo this morning before pulling back to around 11:36, as we can see now. About trading about 140.5 million shares, followed by Access. Access also trading at around 98.9 million shares. You can see Fidelity also down from almost 7 naira 11 kobo to 6 naira 86 kobo, trading about also around as we speak 85 million shares so far for Fidelity we have seen in that regard, followed by Sterling Bank also 65.72 billion, and GT Code also strong or at 33.145 naira, 33 naira 45 kobo, trading about 62.3 million shares. These are stock leading the top with volume as we speak now at this hour. Yes, quickly come back to see our what our chart is doing right away in the market. We want to quickly look at our chart. I told you that anytime you enter the market, first of all, look at what is the chart saying, what direction they start doing. This is a daily chart we're seeing. This is what we call the all share index movement. You can see right away that this index, the last one we are seeing a red candlestick here. It has gone up to it almost as I told you earlier, as high as over 60,480 before pulling back now to trade around the to trade below the 60,000 mark, around 59,585.5. You can see the market. This is a what a daily chart. You can also see that there's this market is a sign of weakness. When you see this kind of candle on a chart going up and coming down, that means sellers slow the market down. It's a sign of weakness of the trend. Anywhere you see it, and also if you look at the volume that's also coming, volume so far this morning has also above the average trade volume and more of a sell position. Says that market is gradually becoming weak and profit taking, and that will mean that market is bad. The pullback is what we expected, and that will give investor opportunity to buy. Why traders are cashing out with their profit they've made in the last many days from the at the beginning of this month to this hour, because market have rallied from 30th of May to this level. You can see it here and breaking out all this after surprising here at a kind of a distribution stage before we saw the markup, and this markup cannot continue. The pullback or also the distribution state at this point where profit taking is on, then before you can now consider a pullback or what we call a markdown or decline phase. But we want to look at the market. Let's call up at the indicators before we start looking at the time frame, because I tell you all the indicators with different time frame, they give you an insight what to do. That's why you need to call them up before you look at what are the different time frame. Money flow, we look at what we look at the what we call the T line, and quickly let's use MACD again because it will give us a simple direction. But MACD is a very good trend to use when we are looking at what the market. Let's quickly look at what is happening. Let's change this one to our 8 for those that have been in this class. If you look at the market on a 1 hour daily chart, you see looking at the slowdown here. I see a signal of selling position already, profit taking. And see, if you come down here and look at your MACD on a daily chart, the MACD is telling that there's still momentum, still kind of accelerating. The momentum is looking, but money flow also is looking off this morning around 84. Don't forget that it closed yesterday around 83 point something yesterday, but now it's around 84. We need to watch other indicator, other time frame to see exactly what is happening. Yes, it is true that market is trading above the T line. Until cross the T line, that is where you'll be panicking. You can say that T line serves as what as now as a support level. Once it crosses that is where it's a support level. That is where you can be jumping out. But for smart people in this class, this is time for you to take profit. You must not wait until cross the T line. But once you cross the T line, that confirms a decline, a pure decline that will come in. Until break out again, that is where you can take position. So quickly look at different time frame that will guide us here. Look at 1 hour chart program. Yes, in the last 1 hour we saw a pullback and also saw market trying to work to rebound again. You can see the small green there. They say that market is trying to also find its level. But let's see how far it go. This 1 hour chart, you can see after it has touched, like I can see this candlestick with a long wick at the top there. The sign of weakness and up market. See it's above the T line. You can see that it's not going. For me, it's a good one. But money flow has given us a good sign here that falling from 100 to what to 76. Looking down, I already see the move already from the curve here, which I told you yesterday that there's a divergence looking at the histogram of the MACD and the index. Even yesterday we saw this yesterday and said it has continued. Now you can see that the curve has already started already to stay half fast with our until cross this signal line down here. That is where it's a bearish MACD, but speaking it's still a brief MACD, but sign are already giving us. I see divergence here from at this high. I see that it has the kind of descending down. It's accelerating down here. You can see it here. It's a sign of weakness, and put this pullback here as also signal for us. But quickly look at 15 minutes before we look at what the 5 minutes is doing. Why was it that? Because this is a live market. On the 15-minute chart, you can see that yes, market is below the T line already on a T line. It tells you that that investors are looking at why traders are trying to pull out what their profit. Looking at Also, money flow is still looking down, and MACD has confirmed what a bearish MACD. But finally, the last one that we look at, let's look at 5 minute chart. It's very important that we look at that 5 minute chart. The last 5 minutes, you can see that what has happened. Boom, 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 market has come down to this level. You can see it here. This 5 minute chart, the first are trending below the T line of flat. See, it pull back, that tries to come up. And that means after the market have done this now, you can see that there's a little strength coming to the market again. Let's watch and see. Like I said, what we expect to see in this market is not a major pullback that will be, without send the kind of money to the market. To be a correction, or a correction that will create opportunity for people to buy low again and enter. As far as we're still expecting to see the earning season, in months to come, and that will also validate the fundamental of this company and also the economy too. Because the more we see the Q2 number, give an insight what has happened for us to look at, expect what our GDP look like. That means this corporate action we're expecting also to give us an insight how the economy will perform also in that Q2. These are what we are looking to see. But for me, there's already a sign of profit taking which we are seeing here in the 5 minute chart. But also, we are seeing that MACD is also building kind of ascending, accelerating the momentum already, but yet to cross the yet to cross the signal line here. Actually, you have to wait to see cross board money flow. I can see that your money flow moves in the last many 5 minutes, because this is a 5 minutes chart. You can see what has happened. It's a good one, but let's watch and see how the market also going to finish for the day. Finally, come back to on a monthly chart. There's nothing has shake there. It's still very positive. But you can see your candlestick that started up here, break out this blue line. You can see that there's a wick there, come down, but still good. Market also, you can see this is the highest in 2008. 2008, the highest in 2008, and look at where the market is. Market is also getting closer to that. I said market breaking out this position is very high. But that means we have to put caution, and those stocks that are yet to move where our eyes should be looking at. That's why for this master class, we'll tell you where to should be building your tent in the world, in expectation of the more we see the minister's appointment, the more they go for training with the National Assembly, and also the portfolio assigned to each of them at the end of the day. That will also give you where we are going, and that also with that confidence, I see that market will break out this 2008 peak, which is the all-time high of the market. That means we are looking forward to see another all-time high, possibly before the end of Q3. For me, there's no cause for alarm. Let's quickly go to our stocks and see other stocks how they perform. Let's see how stock like UBA has fared this morning in terms of momentum. Let's see what has happened in that stock this morning. Yes, you can see this is a monthly chart for UBA. You can see that it has formed C, which is also trying to break this peak here. Tested it, but you can see it here. This is for what? For a monthly chart. For monthly chart, you can see that it's already bullish on monthly chart. But quickly look at what is happening on a daily chart for today. You can see on a daily chart, there's already a sign of weakness here. When you see a market that's going up, this kind of candlestick formation, there's that weakness. You can see that on a high volume, it is a position that touched as high as almost 13 naira this morning before pulling back, set down. But let's see after the today, tomorrow, by next week, we'll know what to do for all the stocks that are pulling back again. That's why for those in the premium class, we'll be discussing about these stocks at the end of the week. After tomorrow trading, we have gotten a comprehensive performance for the week, then not give us an insight. Yeah, for me, you can see profit taking activities here. If you look at your 1 hour chart on UBA now, to confirm, yes, you can see even as the people are trying also to take position. You can see that after pulling back to almost below here, it came down here. Look at where it is now. Let's also trade with caution. Where it come down further. Money flow is already looking down. And we'll see the divergence in MACD on the 1 hour chart. Then on the 15-minute chart, for this is a daily chart we're looking at. 15-minute chart is also on red. The last you can see it here, below, now slightly below the T line, and we're seeing a bearish MACD already. Finally, we look at the 5-minute chart for UBA. 5-minute chart, you can see also trading slightly below the T line. For me, it's okay. And you can see they are yet to confirm whether it's bullish now. We have to also wait to see what the cause was. But for me, already a sign of sell-off or profit taking in the stock in that regard. We take a look at what is also happening. Stuff like Access Corp. We have seen some of them making move this morning, but at the end of the day, they gave up. Let's look at how the momentum is looking at If you are this stock, what is the next action you are taking? That is why we are looking at them to see what's the next action you and I should be taking. For me, it's the time for profit taking. If you look at the Access Bank on a 5 minute chart, you can see that it's below the T line. Profit taking, you can see it tried to struggle 5 minute chart, but now that's given up. And also look at the MACD here coming down. For me, it's profit taking activity. There's nothing wrong in these companies. Once they take profit now, to create another strong support level for you to enter. On the 1 hour chart, the same pattern we're seeing, just like what we saw in GTB. Can see because the market is already moving in the same regard. That's why we are seeing all these patterns changing as we speak. You need also to note that it's very, very important that you note them so that it will be good for us to see where we are going in this. That this is for Access Bank. And you can see that look at Access Bank money flow. Here's the money flow now. Money flow is looking down it's looking down for Access around the 93. You can see it has got almost 100. That is because of what profit taking activities from Access this morning. These are the position of the market. But quickly, let's look at one stock here again. What is happening in let's look at ICO Insurance and see what is happening in ICO Insurance. Let's see what is happening there again. For you can see this money flow chart we're looking at on ICO. You can see it's looking down, and this is daily on a 1 hour chart for money flow for the stock. We also look at the money flow on a day chart. It's still looking up now around 71 point something. But we need to see that these are uptrend in terms of money flow entering on the ICO, and this is sign that we should work out for the insurance company. That's why I said it is time for us to review the market and review the performance of the stock, and knowing the last 5 years high or low, even looking at also their 2 weeks high and low, because that is for this year for you to get at the can go as far as looking at 5 years high, looking at as long as 20 that will be too far, but for you to get precise and also the last current performance, it should be from even year to date, because we are seeing the sentiment changing even during the election period. That many people were sitting on the fence because of fear of election, and now the election has come. We are seeing a changing environment that you need to also understand how it works and be able to make what informed decision in this kind of investment environment. On this note, I will say thank you for your time. I look forward to see you tomorrow by God will being the last trading day of the month or of the week. I also will expect that those that are making payments will say kudos to you that take advantage of what of the 25% for those that are in the premier class, and those that are not, they're taking 10%. All of them are paid to make sure that they meet with the date of June 20th, which is the last day for the discount. I also encourage those that are seeing this house that are yet to make their payment, go ahead. But I believe that we'll have something that at the end of the day, others that have attended the Q1, Q2 go, they are testifying. We also want to be part of it, especially we are seeing sentiment in the market changing. It's better you buy a right stock and make money, because that is the essence of what send your money and earn. On that, I say see you again tomorrow by God grace. Enjoy the rest of your trading day. Bye.